YouTube, man, what's the word, family? It's your boy JayWayy back again with another reaction. We got our boy 1090 Jake on the flow. C-Glizzy out on a 100K bond after quadruple shooting on the ugly corner. Killed 16-year-old. That's tough. I don't know too much about C-Glizzy, but we're gonna hear about it today. You know me, I get straight to the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, man. You want to roll to 1K. Let's go.
Made famous by none other than Kodak Black, the ugly corner. Made famous by none other than Kodak Black, this was the intersection of MLK and 18th Ave within the city of Pompano Beach. A small plaza located just across from the Golden Acres projects where the rapper grew up would become somewhat of a tourist attraction after Kodak's rise to fame.
Where we at now? We on 1800 block. This where Yak from, you feel me? That's why they got free Kodak right there and shit.
Oh, this from Kodak? Where Kodak from?
Free Kodak.
It's tough.
Same place Kodak from. Right now, you're on the ugly corner. It's the 1800 block. Everything up here getting ugly.
Even with the new spotlight, the ugly corner still remained ugly.
Investigators say around 5 Monday evening, 4 people were shot. One, a juvenile, has since died. Their age has not been released. The other 3 are being treated at the hospital for gunshot wounds. A large group of people gathered outside the store. Sky 10 flew over the scene, blood outside of the business. BSO's homicide unit spent hours collecting evidence. No arrests have been announced.
What's up, everybody? It's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the rapper C-Glizzy being released on bond after a deadly quadruple shooting and a whole lot of snitching going on. March 25th, 2024, it was 5 p.m. when reports of a shooting in the 1800 block began to come in. Broward sheriffs and Pompano Beach Fire and Rescue arrived on scene, finding a 16-year-old shot multiple times. Attempting life-saving measures and rushing him to a hospital, the 16-year-old was pronounced dead. Investigators would learn 3 others had been shot and taken to the hospital in a private vehicle. The investigation into the quadruple shooting would reveal surveillance video of all 4 males standing outside of the plaza when 3 shooters turned the corner and opened fire. Another camera angle would allegedly capture a 4th shooter firing from a black vehicle. The Broward Sheriff's Office was now on the hunt. 20 minutes before the shooting, a silver Chevy Cruze was seen on Northwest 6th Ave. Its tag was captured by a license plate reader, and the same car was parked near the plaza before the shooting and was seen leaving immediately after. The vehicle was registered to a woman named Marquita Peterson, who resides in Pompano Beach. Although she was the owner, her son Aaron Benoit was the primary driver. Aaron was a local athlete, and back in 2022, he'd be featured on Varsity Sports Network.
Aaron, how are you, man?
Good, I'm doing good.
Good. Tell me about the position you play.
I'm an athlete. I play everything on the field.
Love. I was hoping you'd get that answer after what Coach said. I'll just maybe a little test. Talk about what that means to be.
Man, short. Damn, he the shooter? So he the primary driver. Hold on.
Was a local athlete, and back in 2000 was the beach. Although she was the owner, her son Aaron Benoit was the primary driver. Aaron was a local athlete, and back in 2000.
Yeah, man. The young cats watching this right now, man. If you're playing football, basketball, don't even matter. If you're playing a sport, you got something going right now. Why are you in high school? You feel me? You below the age of 18. You still in high school, whatever. You feel me? You got that going on. Then, if you in college, hooping in college, football in college, tennis, whatever, stick to that, bro. Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane, bro. Stop acting like you jumped off the poacher, boy. You didn't, boy. Stay in your lane, bro. For real. I have to be telling my youngest this shit too, man. Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane, gang. This ain't for you. You got this going on, boy. You doing interviews, football interviews, and all that. Ooh, boy, I wish I had that. Boy, you better stay in your lane, son. You tweaking. For real. It's crazy out here.
I was hoping you'd get that answer after what the coach said. I was just maybe a little test. Talk about what that means to be one of those guys that coach has faith to plug in anywhere and play.
They could count on me anywhere at any time to make a play for them if it's a big situation in the game.
Do you have a preference on any certain position?
I play wide receiver.
There you go.
And safety.
There you go.
I like taking away the ball and tackling.
I love it.
Oh, that boy sound like
Aaron would later graduate from.
that boy sound Haiti for real. Like he Haitian for real.
I love it. Love it.
Stay in your lane,
Aaron would
gang.
later graduate from South Broward High in July of 2024, where he played wide receiver. It would seem Aaron was a good kid, but clearly wasn't making good decisions. On March 29th, Aaron and his mom made a delayed police report that their vehicle was stolen 27 days prior on March 2nd. Aaron swore he was carjacked by two black males wearing all black. According to Aaron's statement, he was told, "Get out of the car or we'll kill you." After Aaron got out,
Starting a business can definitely be scary, but Zen Business is the worry-free way to confidently start a business and also stay compliant as
second robber got in the passenger side and the vehicle drove off. This statement to the police was later recanted. On April 1st, Aaron agreed to speak with police again regarding the alleged robbery/kidnapping. This time, he promised to be truthful. During his interview with police, he said on the day of the shooting he was on his way to a friend's house to buy some weed. On the way there, he was approached by a friend named C-Glizzy. Christian Moore, aka C-Glizzy, is a name.
Hold on. Who offered him $400 to use his car for the day? C-Glizzy, co-defendant Christian Moore, who offered him $400 to use his car for the day. He agreed to rent out the car to C-Glizzy, but he left his cell phone in the car. Benoit, how you say that last name? I don't know. Said the car was returned to him around 9:00 p.m., at which time he retrieved his cell phone. The statement by Burns to the police was also recanted. So he the one snitching.
Christian Moore, aka C-Glizzy, is a 21-year-old rapper from Pompano who made headlines after surviving a headshot back in 2019. The shooting would leave him blind in one eye.
Up-and-coming rapper C-Glizzy accepted his high school diploma.
That's the best feeling ever.
Exactly 2 years from the day he was shot in the head.
The bullet like grazed in, it went in, but it went in like through an angle. That's why I never died.
C-Glizzy, whose real name is Christian Moore, says he was sitting in the passenger seat of a car waiting for his friend to come out of community food store number 4 in an area known as the Ugly Corner. His friend got back in the car and started driving away. That's when suddenly someone started shooting at them. C-Glizzy says he doesn't know why.
And then we got into a car crash on the way to the hospital.
C-Glizzy was ejected from the car. His brother, who was also injured in the crash, carried C-Glizzy on the side of I-95 until a good Samaritan pulled over.
I'm a blessed, I'm a walking miracle.
Aaron would go on to tell police C-Glizzy offered him $400
That's tough.
for the day. He agreed to rent out the car to him, but left his cell phone inside. Aaron said the car was returned to him around 9 p.m., at which time he got his phone back. This statement was also later recanted. Later in the same interview, he changed the story again, this time promising to be truthful after the previous inconsistent stories to police. Aaron went on to say on the day of the shooting, he was on his way to another friend's house when he was approached by his friends Devontae Lowe, Kyle Robinson, and Christian Moore, aka C-Glizzy. He said all.
I just wanted to see. Damn. That's fucked up.
All of them were wearing all black, and C-Glizzy was carrying a rifle. They asked for a ride to 8th Street in Pompano, near the shooting location. They had all of them in the friend's house when he was approached by his friends Devontae Lowe, Kyle Robinson, and Christian Moore, aka C-Glizzy. He said all of them were wearing all black, and C-Glizzy was carrying a rifle. They asked for a ride to 8th Street in Pompano, near the shooting location. On the way there, one of them told him to drive around the corner because they saw someone they were looking for. Aaron told police they told him to park on the side of the store, and as soon as he parked, Aaron said his 3 friends got out and started shooting. When the gunfire stopped, Kyle and C-Glizzy got back in the car, leaving Devontae behind. Aaron dropped the 2 off at C-Glizzy's girlfriend's house before driving back to his mom's. After the interview, Aaron showed police the silver car was now black and said he used 12 cans of spray paint to disguise the car a week before this statement. Aaron identified all 3 shooters by photo lineup and said he'd known Kyle and Devontae for years. Aaron would further claim he did not know what the 3 shooters were up to before the shooting. 5 days after Aaron's final interview with police, Pompano Beach crime scene technicians located and arrested 21-year-old C-Glizzy. The next day, Broward's Viper team, short for Violence Intervention Proactive Enforcement Response, would arrest 19-year-old Kyle and 18-year-old Devontae.
That's the thing about Florida, boy. Florida got these task force like a motherfucker. These motherfuckers got all types of names. I ain't even heard of this name before. Goddamn, they call it what is they call it? FIA? What? Viper? What?
And arrested 21-year-old C-Glizzy. The next day, Broward's Viper team,
that's crazy,
short for Violence Intervention Proactive Enforcement Response, would arrest 19-year-old Kyle and 18-year-old Devontae.
It's crazy. Crazy. That's one thing about Florida, boy. If you're doing crime in Florida, boy, you gotta be suave. You're man. You gotta be swift. These boys down here do not play in their fucking state, boy. It's crazy. They don't play in their state, boy.
Devontae. All 3 men would face murder and.
But it's really like, yeah, dude snitched. But bro, it's really just like, is it a situation at the wrong place at the wrong time type of thing? Or like following the wrong crowd? I don't know. It sounds like he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And then they pressing him. You know what I'm saying? His mama probably pressing him too. You know what I'm saying? He trying to keep it solid. He lying. Switching up the story. You feel me? Now they finally get it to him. Now, all right, let me tell y'all the truth. This is what happened. But he probably lying about that too. You done lied 2 other times, boy. I don't even believe shit that coming out your mouth. But that's crazy though. That's crazy.
3 counts of attempted murder with the firearm.
That's why you can't be bringing when you, bro. If you got a cool friend that's actually like a cool civilian, he ain't on that shit. He ain't on that weird. I mean, not that weird, but that gang shit. Like, you know. He ain't on that type of time, bro. Don't bring that shit around them. You feel me? Be cool. Like, feel me? Be smooth. Be suave. You don't gotta bring that around them. You pulling up to the guy with choppers and some shit. Hey, spin the corner. Ooh, this is not a getaway driver, boy. This is a 16-year-old boy. He don't know nothing. This is not a vet. You hear me? I feel it though.
Not much was reported on about the 16-year-old victim, identified as John Zentren. But apparently, he was a rapper by the name of Lil JR from the G, and he liked to troll the dead.
Go 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
Sonic Smasher and at a half price drink in the app.
Oh yeah. He over with that for that. You cook, boy, fry. You dissing the dead. How old is you?
Lil JR from the G, and he liked to troll the dead.
Let our balloons go 1, 2, 3. Oh, my brother, man. Long little mix, man. Hey, cut the music back on, man. Turn on my brother, man.
Nigga know what the fuck going on. It's the jar from the G. Know that. It's the jar from the G. Part of car, I'm trying to creep. Running down the press to leave. All the boy got left to see. I ain't shooting from no three. Get up close, put you to sleep. Now he all in Brody weed. I've been tweaking for a week. Told him nigga grab a V. What the fuck is GYG? You never hot up by that V. All I know is 2 to 3. Grab my zoo and drop my ski. I'm known for passing out on feet.
JR was from
These kids is sick out here, boy. What is y'all doing, bro? You see these little niggas? These niggas is tweaking out here, boy. Whoa. Damn. Nah, that's crazy.
acres and could be seen within a documentary by Street Billboard Films. Going all through the projects, Kodak would pull up to the Ugly in a Rolls Royce, as JR could be seen standing out front of the same place he'd later be killed. A video would drop of JR holding an iPad with a photo of another rapper named Lil Mitch in a casket. Lil Mitch was from GYG, short for Graveyard Gang. He was only 16 when he died, and is rumored to have been killed after attempting to rob a man for a PS5 on OfferUp. While his death had nothing to do with his enemies, Lil Mitch had videos posted on his Instagram dissing his ops and making it clear he was 1,800K. 1,800 being the block the Ugly Corner sits on. JR would troll Lil Mitch's death, and even though he had nothing to do with it, less than 2 months after Lil Mitch died, JR would meet the same fate. When the news dropped of JR's alleged killers being arrested, the Reddit police department would quickly piece together a motive. While the public only knew them by their government names, Reddit would identify all 3 shooters by their Instagram handles. Devontae Lowe, aka Blick His Ass, and Kyle Robinson, aka K-Spaz, would have clear ties to GYG and would both honor Lil Mitch on their page. Reddit would also point out the day after JR was killed on the Ugly Corner, 6 Ave Youngie would drop a song featuring the late Lil Mitch titled Long. Reddit comments would allege JR's death was get back for JR dissing Lil Mitch, and GYG dropping a music video the very next day was the final laugh. What isn't known is what C-Glizzy has to do with GYG, as he is an amendment. It would seem the only connection C-Glizzy has to the case is the fact that Aaron Benoit identified him, and more than one recanted statement, as Aaron ruined his credibility as a witness. Aaron initially said he was carjacked, then claimed he rented the car to C-Glizzy, then admitted to driving all 3 men and being the alleged getaway driver.
Yeah, they about to put belt to ass on that boy. Why you lying? Why you putting my name in business, boy? Why you doing all that? They about to put belt to that little boy ass, boy. I'm telling you, boy, they don't catch that boy. That boy better be smooth. Better be smooth, boy. You hear me? You out here tweaking. You putting your nose in other people's business, and you ain't even putting your nose in other people's business. You putting your business on them too. You hear me? I know people like that. I hate people like that. I hate that stuff, bro. That shit annoying, bro. I don't been in that type of situation, bro. That shit annoying. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You ain't have to say you renting out no money, no car from me. Why the hell would I rent out this car for $500 anyways? Nigga, there's an app called Turo, nigga. And y'all talking about y'all, bro, and you was in your mama car. Hell, $500 for a whole day is crazy. Gotta make it make sense, my guy.
But remember, Aaron claimed he had no idea what 3 men in all black with guns were planning to do. Aaron's statements clearly were meant to save his own ass, saying he got carjacked, saying he rented the car to C-Glizzy but left his phone in there, so obviously the cell phone data is going to say he was at the scene, and then finally admitting to being the driver and getaway driver, but saying he had no idea what they were about to do, in all black, with a rifle. His seemed the only evidence.
This nigga was young when he got popped in the eye. God damn. This nigga was a shorty.
He got carjacked, saying he rented the car to C-Glizzy but left his phone in.
Look at this. It's a young boy. Look at him. He look little as hell.
There, so obviously the cell phone data is going to say he was at the scene. And then finally,
this is 21? 16? How old you was? Boy, like you
Apparently admitting
14.
to being the driver and getaway driver, but saying he had no
God
idea what they were
damn.
about to do.
Hard body, for sure.
In all black with a rifle. His statement
Crazy.
seemed to be the only evidence linking
Look at him
C-Glizzy,
now.
and
God
because of
damn.
that, C-Glizzy was just released.
My fault, y'all. I'm amazed at, like, this is crazy. He had that patch in for a minute. I ain't even heard what Jake saying. He had that patch in for a grip.
In all black with a rifle. His statement seemed to be the only evidence linking C-Glizzy, and because of that, C-Glizzy was just released.
Oh shit.
Hanging on my drawers, you can tell I got the bit. On the deck from the locker, every day I'm taking risks. I be playing that shit right because I know how to get it. If a nigga hit my shot, but you know I ain't gon' miss. Told y'all to cut the plot, toast the yacht like this.
Posting a $100,000 bond.
8 Sleep's brand new Pod 4 is truly incredible right out of the box.
On, C-Glizzy would waste no time before showing out in the Corvette with jewels on and his signature eye patch looking like a Pompano Beach pirate. His co-defendant Devontae Lowe would also be granted a bond, but his paperwork would reveal a new motive. Apparently, Aaron Benoit said a bit more than originally released. When the shooters asked to get out of the car, Aaron claimed he heard around 30 shots fired. He put the car in drive when 2 shooters jumped in, leaving the third at the scene. He claimed he didn't know what the shooters were going to do beforehand, but knew the intended target was 22-year-old Elijah Gustav. According to Aaron, Elijah was allegedly responsible for shooting C-Glizzy back in the day, causing him to lose his eye. This would give an entirely new motive that it wasn't get back on JR for dissing Lil Mitch, it was get back for C-Glizzy. Cell phone data would also apparently show Glizzy and Devontae at the scene at the time of the shooting, and even with that being said, Devontae was given a bond, and Kyle has a bond hearing coming up in a few days. At this time, we don't know what the fuck the motive was. Aaron is claiming it was get back for C-Glizzy being shot years ago. Reddit is claiming it was get back for Lil Mitch because JR was dissing. But what we do know is 4 people got shot, including Elijah, and JR was the only one that died. Aside from cell phone data, the only evidence linking them to the quadruple shooting is Aaron, and for some reason, he hasn't been charged as the getaway driver. We'll
That boy corroborate. What you mean?
How this case plays.
He ain't gonna be what? He just gave the he just gave the feds leads, my boy. Good leads. Why would he be arrested? For what? For what? Oh yeah, it was this dude, this dude, this dude. I know the other dudes for a couple of years. He had a rifle in his hand. He had to spin the corner. And he's they mole. He's they rat. He's there. He's for them. They're gonna use him. They're gonna protect him. He ain't getting arrested. And that's a little boy. They said that little boy at 16, what he is. He is just a little boy. You hear me? Crazy, boy. That's crazy out here, boy. Man, you gotta pick who your friends is, boy. If you ain't ready for that, stop acting like you is, boy. You better go be friends with the boys that be golfing. You guys tripping.
Plays out. Now, this is my opinion and my opinion only. I feel like there's a possibility they beat this case. We haven't heard that they recovered the firearms, they have DNA evidence, anything like that. They say that they have some cell phone data. Aaron, who's the star witness, is the getaway driver. He admitted to it. He drove them there, he drove them back. He's claiming that he knows nothing about it. Mind you, he files a police report, almost a month late, saying he got carjacked. Then he says he rented the car to his friend and left his phone in it because, his phone, that's going to show his cell phone data saying that he was at the scene.
Yeah, he tripping. Like, bro, you ain't have to say who he said he rented out the car to C-Glizzy. Like, fool, why'd you do that? You ain't have to do that. You putting Buddy in a whole nother situation. Goofy. You a goofy. You hear me? Peon shit, man.
Then he changed the story a third time and said, yeah, I drove them and they were dressed in all black and C-Glizzy had a rifle, but I didn't know what they were going to do. And then when they let 30 shots off on the ugly, I just started driving and two of them jumped in. I didn't know they were going to jump in. I didn't know this was going to happen. So this is Aaron Benoit, the wide receiver from high school, right? Other than that,
Real.
what else is there? It doesn't say anything else got them fucking arrested. It doesn't say there was any other probable cause aside from these statements. And he's recanted 3 different statements.
Cause they mole. He's a peon. The boy shaking in his boots, scared. They be like, oh, he lied because he's scared. He don't want nothing to, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. You probably see how them boys really get down. They gonna get busy with their ass. They gonna put belt to his ass. You feel me? Cause why you putting my name in your mouth, boy? Why you telling me I had a whole glizzy and samosa? Bro, you could have told 12 I had a popsicle in my hand, boy. You talking about I had a whole glizzy. Come on, fool, you tweaking. But hey, man, it is what it is, man.
Unless they find some magically new shit, I don't see how they wouldn't beat this case. And this is the thing. It's not a matter of if they did it or if they didn't. It's a matter of can it be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Like Casey Anthony, you know, everyone pretty much says she did it, but they didn't have enough evidence to actually prove the shit, and she walked. And the fact that they all have bonds just further goes to show the evidence can't be that crazy, right? Because Melly hasn't been given a bond at all 6 years later.
Crazy.
C-Glizzy gets a bond and walks out, puts a chain on immediately after. He's
crazy.
Flexing, he's stunting, he's hanging out, and he's living life, and he's most likely doing so with a smile because of the overwhelming amount of confidence he has to this case. Aaron's the only one that brought up Elijah that allegedly shot C-Glizzy. Other than that, everyone else on the internet seems to think it's some GYG shit, and Glizzy has nothing to do with GYG. So none of this shit really fucking makes sense, and because of that, I think that they may walk in this situation. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
Man, you already know what I think about it. Yeah, you already know what I think about it. That boy, he shouldn't have put his business in the man business, man. Saying stuff like that. You shouldn't have said that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. Pick the right friends you should be around with, not the friends you want to be around with, the friends you should be around with. You know what I mean? You ain't ready for that. You feel me? Don't be that guy. Don't be that little kid. Don't be that kid. You know, hey, you never know. God forbid, you never know. Something may happen. Hey, why you saying all this? Now they want to go spin on him. They might want to go spin on his mama. They might go, you know what I mean? You never know. It get real treacherous out here. But hey, man, the boy JayWayy. If you're new to the channel, hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button, baby. We're on the road to 1K, you heard me? Right there. Let go.